Hello there, Nigerian football fans and football fans everywhere. In today's video, I'll be talking about Ethan Nwaneri signing a new contract with Arsenal. Now, should he have signed that new contract? I'll give you my opinion on that. And then as well, Ademola Lookman being linked to a move to Atletico Madrid. That seems to be the newest club in the mix. I'll give you my 2 cents about that as well. So, quickly now, let's jump straight into it. Now, firstly, Ethan Nwaneri. Now, on the face of it, some people might say it's a good deal. It's good news that he renewed his contract with his boyhood club, grown up through and developed through the Hill and Academy at Arsenal. And now, at the club and signed a new contract, and possibly, or most likely rather, he would have gotten a pay bump, an increase in his pay. But one thing with all these new contracts usually have clauses like release clauses, buyout clauses that usually weren't existent in the initial contract. Now, why is this important? Because for me, the way I look at it, first off, you have Bukayo Saka there that isn't going anywhere. It's like trying to move an immovable object. He's not going anywhere. He is the number one, right winger. And then, if you're of the opinion, like I am, saying Ethan Nwaneri is actually a 10, Arsenal doesn't use him as a 10. Mikel Arteta doesn't see Ethan Nwaneri, this Nigerian wonderkid. I hope he gets to play for Nigeria. Doesn't see him as a 10. He prefers Martin Odegaard. And then you've got Madueke signed already. So even if you were thinking about, okay, I'll be back up to Bukayo Saka for at least a year and a bit and see how that shakes out, you have to deal with Noni Madueke in the building already. So what do? And there's a player there's a player as well called Ebere Eze that Arsenal have been linked with. So what if Arsenal get Ebere Eze? Although Chelsea also have been linked to Ebere Eze, I feel so gutted. He should have played for Nigeria. He was this close. The NFF did just stupid things and he didn't get to play for Nigeria, which is just sad. So full England international now, and I wish him all the best, but only when Nigeria is playing against England, then you have the worst game ever. But jokes aside, Arsenal also linked to Ebere Eze, who is a central midfielder at 10. So you already have Martin Odegaard, you have Ebere Eze. That 10 spot is locked up, no room for Ethan Nwaneri. And now, for the right wing, you have Bukayo Saka there already. You then have Noni Madueke added to the mix. So that means automatically you now shut down from those two sides you should play. Now, there's one part of the pitch where he can't play, in my humble opinion, because I see him as a 10, as aggressive, exciting 10 in my opinion. But you can make some arguments to say he can be that inverted right winger like Bukayo Saka and the likes. There's an argument for that, but even if I don't think it's right, but there's an argument for that. But then the only spot that opens up when you have two options on the right wing and two options in that 10 role is the left wing, and he can't play there. He just can't play there. So he now becomes the third wheel for the right wing, a third wheel for that number 10 position. And I just think he shouldn't have renewed that deal. I keep saying this to these players. Don't let this club spin yarns around you, because usually at this point when they see you're about to leave, they know they can make more money from you. They give you a new contract. But the question is, where do you get to play? Now, some reports are coming out to say, oh, he wasn't wanting to move because of game time and all that stuff. So, but where are you going to play? Your stock will plummet really fast. I hope that doesn't happen to him. Let's see how that shakes out with Arsenal. If indeed he gets game time, indeed he gets to play in his favorite position, which is that 10 role behind the striker. Let's see. And now we move on to the next topic, which is Ademola Lookman being linked to a move to Atletico Madrid. I think that is a fine move for him as well, if he gets to play in his left wing, in his left wing position, his favorite left wing position. If he gets to play there, then I think that's phenomenal. That's a phenomenal move for him. He goes to La Liga, which is a more technical league than the and the Premier League. So you left you leave an Italian league and come into the Spanish league. I think that would be a good move for him as well. I think a move to Barcelona would be good for him as well. So overall, let's see where he goes. I think Arsenal would have been a good move for him. I think he should have been seen as a priority as opposed to Noni Madueke, because for me, you've got a Bukayo Saka there already, but on the left wing, I think non-existent for me. You may say Martinelli is pacey, so, and then you've got Trossard. He's old. I don't think he can produce that much for you there. No, so I think someone would have been stepping into his prime would have been better for Arsenal. And even from a Chelsea perspective, I think he would have been a nice combination for Jamie Bino Gittins in that slot, in my humble opinion. So, Nigerian football fans everywhere, what do you think about this bit of this two sort of news items or transfer news items? For thoughts and opinions on it? You're happy with Ethan Nwaneri, renewing his contract with Arsenal? I know if you're an Arsenal fan, you're over the moon because he's a special player. But do you think he will get the game time that he, thinks he deserves? And I feel he deserves. So do you think he would get the game time? And then Ademola Lookman as well. What do you think about this report linking him to move to Atletico Madrid? Do you think that's a fine move for him? Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, if you're new, and do share this video to people you feel will love this content. So Ademola Lookman, what do you think about his supposed move to Atletico Madrid? A good one, or do you think he should come to the Premier League? Thoughts and opinions on that one in the comment section, and I'll see you on yet another video. So stay well, stay blessed. Bye bye.